Hey, what's going on everybody? Servo here. Welcome back to the channel. Today we have the patch notes for the upcoming update that's dropping this Wednesday, and I'm really excited to go over all of these. We've seen a couple of trailers, but I'm really excited to see if they have any additional information in there. And before we jump into that, if you guys would hit that like button and subscribe to the channel, I would really appreciate you. We have the update on Wednesday. I will be doing a live stream as well, so I'd love to see you guys there. And let's jump right into it. Alright, so here we go. They said the castle is full of surprises. Check out our patch notes for the Return to Beast's Castle free update to see what magical new content, improvements, and fixes await in your valley. They said, hey Valley villagers, we are thrilled to have given you a first look at the Return to Beast's Castle free update in our latest developer update video. Now let's take a deeper dive at what you can expect to find upon your return to Beast's Castle. Get reacquainted with a classic realm to help Lumiere and Cogsworth from Disney's Beauty and the Beast solve an eerie mystery and bring them back to your valley, where they can be your guest. A Dreamlight Valley's Return to Beast Castle free update arrives on October 1st, 2025, so check the details below. Alright, so new content. It said a letter from Beast will ask you to return to his castle in search of the charismatic pair. Note, you will need to have unlocked Belle and Beast from a Beauty and the Beast for this journey. Okay, so I was right. Good thing. In my prep video yesterday, I thought that would be the case, obviously, because, you know, that's how they've done some of the other characters as well. Like, you had to have Nala and Simba to be able to get Timon and Pumbaa. You kind of have to do them in a order, so I would recommend go ahead, finish up Belle and Beast's quest, get them to level 10, and then you should be good to go. They said help Lumiere and Cogsworth solve eerie occurrences in the castle to unlock the dynamic duo and bring them back to your valley. I love this. I love that they're making it an eerie vibe, like they actually decorated inside of the Beauty and the Beast realm also. You know, it's one thing just to have new quests in there, but for them to actually alter the experience in the realm, I think it makes it a lot more fun. They said continue your sleuthing with Lumiere to uncover what is causing trouble in Tiana's palace and help Cogsworth get the valley back in order to unlock the duo's stunning friendship rewards. Oh, I want to see those so bad. I want to see what they're going to look like, especially the final outfits, the level 10 friendship rewards. I hope we get a incredible, like, unique outfit, and I think this is the duo to actually bring a unique outfit rather than just a pretty standard dress. And then they said that this update will also bring an enchanting new dream bundle containing brand new looks for both Belle and Beast. Equipping these outfits will also unlock special interactions between the two when they come across each other in the valley. We saw this. We already know the price is $4,000. It comes with a ton of furniture. Comes with two new dream styles, one for Belle, one for Beast. And yeah, they will actually be able to dance with each other whenever they cross paths, just like in the final of the film. And then they said, arriving in the premium shop this update is the Witchy Kitty, a perfect companion for the haunting season. It's a cute companion. And then they said, speaking of haunting season, explore a magical world of mystical vibes and witchy charm with the Witchful Thinking Star Path. From offering loads of spellbinding furniture options for an all potion crafting needs to bewitching attires. The Star Path looks pretty good. I'm actually very excited to be able to get these items in here. The whole witchy vibe that they're adding is actually pretty cool. It's a lot different from the other items and star paths we've had, so I'm excited. We were definitely lacking of this theme last year, so I feel like most of the community is actually going to enjoy this more. And then they said the Trick or Treat event will be returning on October 15th to October 31st with some exciting changes and a brand new reward. So it looks like it's just going to be one new reward, but they said with some exciting changes. So I'm curious to see what that's going to be. And then also starting on October 22nd, a portal to the Haunted Floating Festival, okay, I love the name, will appear in your valley. You'll have until November 11th. Okay, so at least we have the official date, November 11th, to explore and solve all the puzzles hidden on this magically haunted floating island full of surprises. Different puzzles will unlock over time, and after solving each puzzle, you'll get an exclusive reward. So again, it looks like it's just one reward, which we know is the dress from the actual trailer. And then they said be sure to keep an eye on Scrooge McDuck's store each day for the chance to find new items. And then adjusted available seasonal Moonstone packs that will be offered for a limited time. Different seasonal cosmetic items may be offered with future updates. So it sounds like they are adding another seasonal bundle. These are usually about 35 USD to 55 USD. So they're bringing that back. It looks like that's all the new content here. And now we're moving on to improvements. So we got photo mode. They said new camera poses, new photo poses for your toolset will give you an even greater freedom to get the perfect shot. Okay, so yeah, it's just new poses for our toolsets. We also saw this in the trailer. It doesn't look like they are going to alter the camera in any other way other than that. And then also introducing the first photo mode pose for your royal phone. Kind of makes it look like your character is taking a selfie. They said by taking a wide angle picture, you can now show off your collected phone cases. The wide angle picture is the middle one, or maybe you might be able to do the free cam, which is the third option. And then Night Thorns toggle. With the new toggle, you'll no longer need to exit photo mode to remove those pesky Night Thorns in your photos. And it also applies for the DLC maps as well. So that's all the stuff they showed us in the trailer as well. The Dream Castle skin added a little extra magic to your valley by giving your Dream Castle a whole new thematic look with the Halloween Castle skin, which will be available in the premium shop. Other premium shop update, all rewards in the Dream bundles and the companion bundles are now visible in the shop. Locked quest and friendship level 5 items now show padlocks and grade previews until you unlock them. And the new 2D book icon makes it easy for you to see which quest rewards you can earn. So this is pretty much saying the rewards from the Dream bundle, which they're updating because they are giving us a new one, and the companion bundles are essentially just going to show you their actual friendship rewards, their quest items, and it's just another way to preview so you know what you're buying. Then they said the collection menu, we've made some changes to the collection menu. Collection and village have been merged into a single category called mysteries. Okay, that's interesting. So yeah, they're just combining the collection and village tabs into one and renaming them into mysteries. All right. Gardening, fishing, and cooking have all been merged into a singular category called activities. Okay, so those are not separate. I actually kind of liked how they were separate. I felt like it kept everything nice, neat, and organized and not as confusing. Like imagine if you were a newer player, you wanted to check on your gardening task or your fishing and stuff like that. You would go to that and be like, okay, fishing, and then here's cooking. They're moving it to activities, so maybe they plan on expanding in a future update, like a lot of new duties or something like that. Maybe the game's getting pretty large, so they're trying to combine stuff together now. Expansion update for Storybook Vale expansion owners, the Teal Baby Dragon and Black Pegasus are available to collect. So yeah, if you own it, the DLC, we're finally going to be able to get these, which were supposed to be in the Unwritten Realms, which we paid for a long time ago. So that's finally getting implemented. And then that's it. That is everything. Next is just top changes and bug fixes. So they fixed an issue in the Music's on the Wall quest with Peter couldn't be found in Skull Rock. We also have an issue for Create a Bear, where the memory fragment didn't appear outside the house in the valley. I think this is one of the Inside Out quests. They said an issue in photo mode where the random poses button would stay on screen when hiding the UI. Oh boy. And then fix an issue in photo mode where changing camera mode resets your character's facial expression, but the icon didn't update. I need them to fix it where our character is always looking sad all the time, or like straight face. They don't really smile anymore. Fixed a visual issue with the haunted pipe organs effect in the furniture preview window. An issue where the luminous dance flooring visuals would break when rotating. An issue where textures appeared in very low resolution in heavily decorated villages on the Switch. Okay, so this is good. You know how during a recent update, and I actually made a video on this, a lot of the textures for the Nintendo Switch were looking very low res, very pixelated. It looks like they actually fixed that issue, so your game should look better, or at least look how it used to look before the previous update. So that's good. That's a good one. They said a real hideout quest where Peter Pan asked you to collect a memory you'd already pick up. An issue with the gamepad controls that prevented scrolling down in the furniture menu when no item was directly below the highlighted one. An issue where companions could appear in incorrect poses when quickly switching between companion pose option. Aw, sometimes those are funny though, okay? Fix a incorrect description for the Toontown Fire Station. Fixed a missing fire effect on the Stone Tree fireplace. Texture issue for the Harvest Skirt. An issue with the barbecue cooking station auto-filled faster than intended. They're nerfing the barbecue cooking station. It said we're auto-filled faster than intended. They better not touch my Viziar's cooking station. An issue for the quest, the Princess Tour, where the game didn't tell you to speak to Merida specifically in the trial area. We have where houses placed on the Neverland River Kit couldn't be removed if placed on floating islands. They actually said that they fixed this last update, and they did, because my game actually got fixed. They did fix the issue where the ceiling texture tag incorrectly appeared as a requirement for Daisy challenges. Every time that happened, you would just have to re-roll it and get a new quest. There's quite a few more fixes here. Sadness crying visual effect only played the first time she was crying. So I guess after that, she was just making the sound, but she wasn't actually displaying the emotion. Fixed an issue in the collection menu where Belle's base dream style was incorrect. That's true. I think it had the old one like the previous one. A tree and bushes in Mythopia lost detail even from short distances. The gas stove could be crafted and purchased from Scrooge's store. Okay, so they are patching this. So you only have one more day to do this if you want unlimited iron. So yeah, I have a video on this and how to do it. But that's kind of interesting. It took them a couple updates to fix that. They said fix an issue where players could complete the Earn 5K Dreamlight duty using Tiana's slow cooker without actually cooking any meals. Okay, they nerfed the star path. You could just put a large chest in the uncrafting station and pick it up, and it works the exact same. So even though they fixed this and nerfed this, it's not a big deal. An issue where the free camera mode could be used inside several buildings. A issue where the baby Pegasus house couldn't be bought in Scrooge's store or acquired. So there we go. They're actually fixing that. They are also fixing the time bending bug that prevented upcycling from working. So when you're at your time bending station, they actually fixed this. I know this was a major issue. An issue where sadness crying sound effect would loop if you skip dialogue. The wooden orchard chair didn't align properly with the wooden orchard table. That was from the previous seasonal bundle. And then one of the flippers in the Inside Out Realm memory wall puzzle. Another memory wall could be reactivated briefly after solving the puzzle. And then lastly, fixed an issue in photo mode where the undo and undo all buttons didn't work when using a controller. So I think the only thing that we didn't know was this stuff right down here. This other section right here. I think this is pretty much the only thing that we didn't know. Well, we actually knew this right here. So I actually think it's just this. They combined a couple things in the collection menu and then the premium shop update. So I was hoping for a little more detail. Sometimes they still have a lot of additional stuff that they don't put in the patch notes. That's why I always make that video, like, you know, where it's like top 20 things or top 20 hidden things that you may have missed in the update. So we'll have to dig around in the update and see what other things we can find. Looks like this is either a smaller update or they just didn't want to put everything in there. But most of the stuff, it looks like we actually knew it from the actual trailer. I will say, in terms of content, we have some new quests. But then it looks like most of the new content, honestly, comes down to the premium shop or paying moonstones this time around. Sometimes some updates there's a lot more free content and less premium stuff. This time it looks like it's more on the premium end. So they have like the dream bundle that's going to be like 4,000 moonstones. The premium shop, all the new premium shop items, obviously. The star path is going to be about 2,500 moonstones for that. And then we do have the trick or treat event returning, which is nice. Let's see, this thing is really exciting. The Haunted Floating Festival. Not really in terms of the reward that we get from it. I just want to something new to experience, some new gameplay features. So I think doing that's going to be fun. Really hoping to see more Scrooge items. Last update did not have very many items at all. And then it looks like they are adding another seasonal bundle, so that could be another, $30+ for this. And then that's about it. Not really any quality of life improvements other than some new poses. And then the Night Thorn toggle. Oh, and then this right here will cost money as well, the Dream Castle skin in the premium shop. And then some changes in the premium shop, and then bug fixes. So that's about it. Patch notes are definitely pretty light this time, but let me know your guys' thoughts down below. I'm extremely excited for the update. And don't forget, we have the expansion next month, which should be probably about $30 as well to purchase that. And that'll bring a lot of content. And then we have the Cinderella update here in December. And that's going to be a free update and tons of content too. So we have a pretty stacked end of the year. We have an update this next month, October, November, and December. And we also on October 15th will hopefully get the roadmap for next year, at least the first part of next year, and see what villagers are coming and what updates we can expect. So thank you guys so much for taking the time to watch. I hope you all have the best day. I'll see you in the next one.